Hey everybody, I'm Papa Pete and welcome to today's special edition of Indie Homebrew News and Spotlight, as I have the honor of once again announcing this year's nominees for the 2022 Intellivision Homebrew Awards. Before we get to the nominees, please let me tell you about the changes that 2021 event organizer Carlos Madruga has orchestrated in order to make the 2022 Intellivision Homebrew Awards that much better than ever. As I announced here in the Indie Homebrew News and Spotlight last fall, a 5-member nomination committee has been formed from well-respected members of the Intellivision community who otherwise don't have a conflict of interest when it comes to creating homebrew games. Now, this 5-member committee consists of, from INTV Funhouse in the United States, Steve Orth. Second member is Christian Martin, the Canadian representative from the Intellivisionaries Podcast and the Collector Extraordinaire. The third member is Atari Age's Jason Likes INTV, Jason Seidenstricker, also from the United States. Michael Lunzer, Germany's most prominent Intellivision expert, is the fourth person on the committee. And finally, the fifth member is Rick Reynolds, one of the original hosts of the Intellivisionaries Podcast, also from the USA. Now, over the past several months, the awards nomination committee has been working diligently to decide exactly what the categories would be for the 2022 awards, and then they individually submitted the recommendations for these nominations. Any homebrew title released in 2022 that was selected on the majority of these submissions would become one of the nominees for that specific category. In total, the committee has created 8 categories for the awards this year. So here are the categories. Best Puzzle Game, Best Action Game, Best Graphics, Best Sound and Music, Best Artwork, Packaging and Extras, Best Port or Conversion Game, Best Original Game, and of course, the 2022 Intellivision Homebrew Game of the Year. Starting at 8 a.m. Central Time on Sunday, April 2nd, the entire Intellivision and retro gaming community is welcome to vote to pick the winners in each category through a special section found in the Intellivision area of the Atari Age forums. The voting will remain open until Sunday, April 16th at 8 p.m. Central, giving the community just over 2 weeks to submit their votes. A link to these forums and where you can vote is in the description down below. I'll be hosting a special awards ceremony at the end of April right here on my channel in a special edition of Indie Homebrew News and Spotlight, so be sure to watch the Atari Age forums, my YouTube page, or my Facebook page for exactly when that awards ceremony is going to be. And now on to the announcements. First of all, the selection committee has asked me to acknowledge the following releases that received votes in various categories, but did not receive enough votes to be nominated in any one specific category. So they're honorable mentions. And these games are Frankenstein's Monster, Intellivision Revolution publisher, Oscar Toledo G, programmer. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Intellivision Revolution publisher. Galaxian, Intellivision Revolution publisher, and Robot Army, Electronite publisher. And now, without further ado, on to the 2022 Intellivision Homebrew Awards categories and nominees. Best Puzzle Game, and the nominees are Penguin Land, Intellivision Collector publisher, The Golden Bat programmer. Boxes Quest, Blah Blah Woof Woof publisher. And Clax, Dr. Port's programmer. And now for the second category, Best Action Game. Here's the nominees. Operation Cloudfire, Intellivision Collector publisher, Carlos Madruga programmer. Star Mercenary, Electronite publisher, Oscar Kenneth Albero Ingles programmer. Beachhead, Intellivision Collector publisher, The Headmaster programmer. Castle of Death, Intellivision Revolution publisher, Oscar Toledo G, programmer. Infiltrator, Electronite publisher, Carlos Madruga, programmer. The Pandora Incident, Electronite publisher, Carlos Madruga and Arturo Ragazzini, programmers. The Show Must Go On, Intellivision Collector publisher, Carlos Madruga, programmer. And Vanguard, Intellivision Collector publisher, The Golden Bat, programmer. And next, we have the award for Best Graphics, which refers to all visual aspects of a nominee. Background graphics, use of colors, sprites, or animations. Here's the nominees. Infiltrator, Justin Cheer and Carlos Madruga graphics. Operation Cloudfire, Justin Cheer and Carlos Madruga graphics. The Pandora Incident, Justin Cheer graphics. And Star Mercenary, Kai Magazine Team graphics. And now we have the award for Best Sound and Music. And this includes the use of general sounds, sound effects, jingles, and any music in a game, whether original or not. So here are the nominees. Cat Attack, Pixel Design, Sound and Music. Infiltrator, Aiden Toledo Music, Arturo Ragazzini Sound. Clax, Dr. Port's Sound and Music. Star Mercenary, Kai Magazine Team, Sound and Music. Operation Cloudfire, Aiden Toledo Music, Carlos Madruga Sound. Penguin Land, Aiden Toledo Sound and Music. And Poker Risque,
Ooh la la.
Havana Poker Sound and Music. Next, we have the nominees for Best Artwork, Packaging, and Extras. It refers to all visual content, quality, and design elements related to the box, to the manual, and to the overlays. Naturally, only physical releases are eligible. And the nominees are Infiltrator, Clay Defined Designs, Box and Overlays, Carlos Madruga and William Muller, Manual. Norseman Deluxe, Cote Gamers, Box and Manual, Phil Boland, Overlays. Spider-Man, Inti Home, Dino Yachaya Box, Manuals and Overlays. The Sorrow of Gadlan Thur, Kai Magazine Team, Oscar Kenneth Albero Igles, Box, Manuals and Overlays. Operation Cloudfire, Steve Jones, Frank Westfall Box, Steve Jones, Mark Thompson Manual, and Steve Jones Overlays. Next up, we have the nominees for Best Port or Conversion. This is any game that's created from an existing recognizable work. And here are the nominees. Beachhead, Intellivision Collector Publisher, the Headmaster Programmer. Penguin Land, Intellivision Collector Publisher, the Golden Bat Programmer. Pitfall 2, Intellivision Revolution Publisher. Vanguard, Intellivision Collector Publisher, the Golden Bat Programmer. And E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Intellivision Revolution Publisher. Now we have the nominees for Best Original Game. And the nominees are Infiltrator, Electronite Publisher, Carlos Madruga Programmer. Operation Cloudfire, Intellivision Collector Publisher, Carlos Madruga Programmer. Star Mercenary, Electronite Publisher, Oscar Kenneth Albero Ingles Programmer. The Pandora Incident, Electronite Publisher, Carlos Madruga and Arturo Ragazzini Programmers. And Castle of Death, Intellivision Revolution Publisher, Oscar Toledo G Programmer. And now it's time for the final category and the one that we've all been waiting for. Here are the nominees for the 2022 Intellivision Homebrew Game of the Year. Beachhead, Intellivision Collector Publisher, the Headmaster Programmer. Infiltrator, Electronite Publisher, Carlos Madruga Programmer. Operation Cloudfire, Intellivision Collector Publisher, Carlos Madruga Programmer. Star Mercenary, Electronite Publisher, Oscar Kenneth Albero Ingles Programmer. Pitfall 2, Intellivision Revolution Publisher. The Pandora Incident, Electronite Publisher, Carlos Madruga and Arturo Ragazzini Programmers. Vanguard, Intellivision Collector Publisher, the Golden Bat Programmer. Castle of Death, Intellivision Revolution Publisher, Oscar Toledo G Programmer. And The Show Must Go On, Intellivision Collector Publisher, Carlos Madruga Programmer. And there you go, folks. Those are the nominees for the 2022 Intellivision Homebrew Awards. Special thank you to Walter Pratt, who facilitated the Game of the Year vote in years past, to Carlos Madruga, who's for organizing and overseeing the awards since 2021, and finally thank you to our 5-member nomination committee for all the time and work that they put into bringing the awards to the community this year. For more information on the guidelines and regulations regarding the awards, as well as to learn more about the nominees, once again, be sure to check out the Intellivision Homebrew Awards section in the forums on Atari Age, where you'll also find the pages on which you can vote for your choices in each category. So don't forget, voting is open from 8 a.m. Central Time on Sunday, April 2nd until 8 p.m. Central Time on Sunday, April 16th. I'm looking forward to having you all here at the end of April for a special live edition of Any Homebrew News and Spotlight, where we'll hold a ceremony announcing the winners. So to close things off for today, I want to say good luck to all the nominees for this year's awards. And I also want to thank everybody who takes the time to go in and vote for the winners. And thank you for being a member of the Intellivision Homebrew Community, or the Intellivision community in general, and helping to make it such a great place that it is today. Until later on in the month when we have the award ceremony, I hope to see you there, and maybe I'll even see you in a video or two between now and then. Have a great night! You take care.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you haven't grown up by the age.
Hey, it's Paul Nerman or Nermix from the Intellivisionaries Podcast, and you're watching Papa Pete, the old guy gamer.